stop to think about the words used to describe yourself, the labels you've accepted or rejected? Words aren't just sounds, they're symbols, vibrations, meaning wrapped in sound. And when we use them to define ourselves, they shape how we move through the world. Each label carries a weight, a vibration. And sometimes that weight is light, liberating even. Other times it presses down, limiting us in ways we might not realize. When I first came across terms like ADHD, autism, giftedness, my initial reaction was resistance. I didn't want to be boxed in, didn't want to feel like I was being diagnosed instead of understood. But over time, I realized something important. These labels weren't cages, at least not for me. They were lenses. They helped me understand the patterns of my life, the struggles, the gifts, the differences. I now use the term 2E or DHD, twice exceptional, autistic, and ADHD. Not because I want to be defined by it, but because it gives shape to my inner experience. It explains without excusing. It empowers without limiting. Words are powerful. They create resonance in the body, literally. Harsh words land like a punch in the gut. Soft words soothe like a balm on the skin. And this is more than a metaphor. It's a vibration. It's sound science. Even the tone, speed, and pitch of our voice carry energy that affects us. And here's the danger. Words don't exist in a vacuum. They come wrapped in culture, wrapped in assumptions, stereotypes, and history. Think about the word disorder. When autism is framed this way as something broken or wrong, it changes how we see ourselves. We might feel like we need fixing. We might internalize shame. But when we see autism or any neurodivergence as a difference, not a defect, we open the doorway to self-respect and self-compassion. Culture clings to labels like mud, and we don't question it. We carry that weight without knowing. That's why we must be deliberate with the words we choose, not only the ones others place on us, but especially the ones we choose for ourselves. Because self-labeling is powerful. We become more of what we believe we are. Sometimes we even ignore parts of our existence that don't match the label because the identity has become more real than the reality. But a label is just a label. It's a pointer, not the truth. It's a description, not the person. I'm 2E or ADHD. I'm also an artist, an author, a mother, a teacher, a gardener, a cook, and so on. But in the deepest sense, I am none of those things. I am more than any word could ever contain. And so are you. We need to be mindful of the labels we wear and how we wear them. Choose those that liberate, that shine light on who we are, not those that confine or distort. We're more than any label. We're beyond words. If you've ever struggled with labels or find one that changed your life, leave a comment below and read the full post on my blog about this topic. Let's explore the power of words together. Links in the description, and don't forget to, like, share, all of that kind of stuff. I appreciate your support.